What's happening, people's coming on this day with the rest of my week's wrestling rant. So okay, let's start with Monday Night Raw. Oh, Dominic. He's such a good heel because he gets such a reaction from the crowd. They can't stand him. But the whole love triangle thing, not really my thing. I'll be glad when Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan actually have their match, which we know Dom is going to cost her the match, and for some reason I'm going to go with Liv. It's the whole thing, the whole love triangle stuff. I'm over that. Now with Braun Breaker, I'm curious to see when they're going to put the Intercontinental belt on him. It's going to happen eventually. It absolutely has to. It's just a matter of when. To see about that. So I'm curious to see where that goes. The whole Uncle Howdy thing, I mean, that again, the whole little spooky side of it, I'm over that. I've been over that since I was a kid. I mean, Undertaker, when he was shooting light, him and Kane were shooting lightning at each other, setting people on fire and stuff. I'm like, that's enough of this. I was like, all right, okay, what are we doing here? We know these are actual people here. Come on, it's ridiculous. But I mean, I'm just over that whole little spooky thing. And then when he got beat up in the ring by Chad Gable, when he started laughing and whatnot, I'm like, well, how are these matches gonna go? They're gonna be happy losing or something? Where's it going? So while I'm not curious to see, but I do want to see where it ends up, and I'm over the whole little spooky side of it. I've been over that stuff. With Priest and Gunther, I think Gunther needs to beat Priest. I think Gunther would be a good champion. He's that throwback, hard-nosed wrestler type, and I think he'll be a good champion. I think he'll be a real good champion because I don't see Priest be keeping it past SummerSlam, honestly. And so that was my big takeaway from Raw. I mean, the matches that happened there, I mean, they were they were matches, nothing to write home about. Nothing really stood out as out if they were, if it was bad or not. But the matches were the matches on Raw. Now we get to AEW Dynamite. Now, Dynamite was last couple weeks has been watchable. This week was watchable too. I enjoyed the first match, although it went exceptionally long, and I thought it should have been like a pay-per-view match. But it legit felt like they gave away a pay-per-view match like Hogan and Goldberg when they did on Nitro. They gave away that match for that wasn't a pay-per-view event. They just gave this match away like that, and they fought for an hour. That was an hour-long match. Now, don't get me wrong, it was I was entertained the hour. However, it was an hour. Like, dude, this could have been like 25, 30 minutes max. It did not need to go an hour. Whatever. It's a long time. And that was pretty much the highlight for Dynamite to me, was that match, because Swerve and Okada's match was it wasn't it. Yeah, I mean, they kicked off the show. That's what got me. That hour-long match kicked off the show, and Swerve and Okada finished off the show. I don't know what other matches happened in between that. I know there were some, but whatever. And then. What made me almost turn the channel was when I saw Mercedes and the Young Bucks and Okada. I was like, what am I looking at? What am I watching? When I saw her do her little CEO thing, I'm like, this is not it. She's just cringy as Jericho. And Jericho. Gotta be the worst gimmick of all time. The learning tree. It doesn't even sound good to say. And that's Dynamite. Okay, get me getting mad at Jericho when I had the Young Bucks, and when the Young Bucks and Okada started beating up Swerve, and then the rest of the team AEW came. I was like, all right, whatever. It's because I don't see the Young Bucks beating up anybody. Those dudes are literally my size and skinnier than I am. They can't. No, absolutely not. My son, who just turned 18, looks more intimidating than those dudes. Okay, that's ridiculous. They look terrible. Then we move on to SmackDown, which again, match for matches there. I just gonna be just being 100% truthful on that. I kind of tune a lot of those matches out because it's like, whatever, is what it is. Tiffany got her briefcase destroyed, which was funny. So we're gonna see. We all know that when Nia Jax beats Bayley, Tiffany's gonna cash in on Nia Jax. It's happened to her before. She's always had her little baby doll, and then the little baby doll turns on her. It happens since that's been Nia's career. So no surprise there. With the whole bloodline thing, man, beat up Kevin Owens. So I'm just curious as when Roman's coming back. It's more likely it's going to be SummerSlam, but I'm curious to see when he's going to come back and how they're going to do it, because I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. The bloodline is what got me back into wrestling back in 2023. That what got me back into it, and man, it's kept me. And I mean, just watching Jacob Fatu, man, that dude is a marvel to watch. And my brother's been sending me stuff for him for years, because my brother's been a hardcore wrestling fan before me. He stuck with it when I dropped out. He's been watching it. He never stopped watching it. And he used to send me stuff all the time on Jacob Fatu. It's like, no, man, you got to check him out. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. That's especially when I was out of it. He was like, no, I'm serious, man. You got to see him. So that was been his biggest thing. He's been a big Jacob Fatu fan, and he's been a diehard wrestling fan forever. So, but yeah, just Jacob Fatu, man. That dude is a superstar. And I'm glad he's getting a chance to showcase what he can do, because I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see when Roman comes back. It'll be Bloodline, the OG Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0. What's gonna happen? I can't wait to see that. So let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Peace.